basic principle of honouring human dignity, of giving people a chance to make their way in the world, that I think is very important.
I support a living wage because it's the right thing to do and it also makes economic sense.
It's saying not a life of extravagance, but if you're going to live a basic life, this is the wage on which you can live, on which you can begin to flourish.
Because people working more than one job, some would work 4, some would work 3, to just be enough to afford the house payments and food providers for their kids, and the things that they would need for school they struggle to get.
It wasn't initially an easy decision, but once we'd done our homework it was what they call a no-brainer. There were 12 members of staff and they were all female, so we took that quite radical decision in a way to move everybody up to the living wage.
But it was a very easy commitment, an easy win for us to say that our diocesan officers and the diocesan office cleaners, everyone would be on a living wage.
So I work full-time in a school, one-to-one support with a child with behavioural issues, and then I work part-time in a pub as well, and that's a top-up because I need it really.
We know from feedback from colleagues that although some at first didn't understand, once we talked it through with them, they soon saw that we couldn't put right a wrong from the past, but that we could start to get it right now and forever.
Well, it'd be at least 14-15 hours a weekend. Have an hour's break between work and going to the other job in the pub. Job in the school's quite demanding and tiring, but then obviously, I'll have to go straight back to work in the pub.
Well, there's been positive impact in terms of the welfare, well-being of the staff concerned themselves, because obviously they felt that bit better again about coming to work, and obviously their families' incomes, their livelihoods have benefited.
And that means that they're going to spend more money locally, it's going to help the local economy, and it means that the taxpayer does not support low pay.
I can pay for most things, but then that's it. I don't get any savings out of it. I haven't got a car at the moment. I go on my bike everywhere, which I don't mind, but sometimes I would like to have a car. I'm living at home as well, so if I want, there's no chance of me moving out at the moment because I can't afford.
Truth is that many people are finding they can't survive on their wage to get basic foodstuff. And I think that's an incredible situation for our society to be in. We really ought to be giving people a living wage.
So real wages are falling at a time when financial pressures are increasing. That something has to give in that.
Parents and children, when we've asked them about it, they know that we pay the living wage. They're proud of that. They see it's about respecting each individual and their work and their skills. So I think lots of advantages to the well-being of the school as a whole.
Sometimes I feel while I'm doing the job that I feel I'm not getting paid enough to be doing this, but maybe with a pay increase I might take on those tasks a bit more willingly.
We've been well rewarded. The colleagues who have obtained that level of salary are just that bit even more committed to their work, and we have noticed a reduction in staff sickness levels, and that's not why we did it, but it's reassuring to know, and we just feel people feel valued.
I think it's not affordable not to pay the living wage, because you will find that the employees do not respond in the same way as they do when they're paid a reasonable sum. And I believe that the more money that you put into the local economy through wages, the more employers will benefit from through the money coming back to them. Because after all, it is the local shops and local businesses who benefit from more money being put into the local economy.
You're actually making the whole of society more prosperous, and you're reflecting and honouring the human dignity of all your workforce.
At the moment, we don't have the council paying the living wage. All political parties have responsibility for that, but as a direction of travel, we should certainly be looking towards the local authority paying the living wage.
I'd encourage our councillors to be wise, to be prudent, to be careful, but also to stand up for justice and for inclusion in our society.
I probably wouldn't have the pub job, so then I'd be less tired the next day. I find I could be a bit more cranky on the day after the pub job, so I might perform a bit better. I wouldn't be as stressed as having to do my job in the school and then rush off to go and work in the pub. So I think, yeah, I might have a better outcome like that, yeah.
It's great work that TCC is doing, and we hope lots of other schools will join in too.